Hi, I'm Siobhan Miller from the Positive Birth Company. I'm a hypnobirthing teacher and mum of 3, and I am on a mission to make hypnobirthing more accessible for everybody. Today, I'm going to tell you why birth is like doing a big poo. There are 2 reasons why I believe birth is like doing a big poo. The first is down to your position, and the second is down to the environment. So when we talk about position, I mean the position that you give birth in. Now, when we see women give birth on TV, usually they're on their back, and in fact, most women tend to give birth on their back. I believe that's because we're conditioned. We see all the images of women giving birth on their back. We end up going into a hospital environment. There's a bed in the middle of the room, and we think we'll just get on it and lie down. If we actually remove that from our minds and actually listen to our bodies and work instinctively, we would never lie on our back. Let me give you an example. If you had to go for an emergency poo, so you've had to pull over on the side of the road and go off into the bushes, and you pull down your trousers, what position would you get in? Would you for 1 second think, I'm going to lie on my back? No. No one would ever lie on their back to push a poo out. And that is why you should never lie on your back to push a baby out. It's completely not instinctive to do that. You haven't got gravity on your side. It would be more difficult to push a poo out, and it's going to be more difficult to push a baby out. The second reason why birth is like doing a massive poo is down to the environment. Just for a second, think about how private we are about opening our bowels. Now, I think you'll probably relate to this. If you go into a toilet cubicle and it's in a shared bathroom, so you've got multiple cubicles, and you close the door and you sit down the toilet ready to do your poo, and then you hear the door open and you hear someone else come into the bathroom, what do? For most people, unless they really have no inhibitions and they're completely relaxed, and that's great because you're going to have a brilliant labour, most people will just draw up and be like, no, I don't want to have the splashdown and for someone outside the cubicle door to hear that. So I'm just going to sit in the toilet cubicle, and I'd rather it look like I was just having my own time in the toilet than it be known that I actually went for a poo in the toilet. That's really weird if you think about it. We would rather sit there silently behind the cubicle door, come out and say hello to the person waiting, look like we were just having our own private time. Surely that's more weird than coming out and it being obvious that you went for a poo in the toilet where you're meant to be going for a poo. We are so private about it. And I thought it was just a women thing, but actually I've heard of stage fright, men trying to go for a wee at a urinal and then someone coming up and standing next to them and them not being able to go. And that's called stage fright. So it happens for everybody. We are really funny about going to the toilet. Some people, when they go on holiday, can't even go for a poo somewhere else. They only can go for a poo in their home. So knowing that we are so funny about opening our bowels and we want to be private and we don't want to be observed, and it's this really, we want to be in a small, homely, familiar space, why do we think that women can go into a hospital, into a brightly lit space with lots of strangers in the room, lie on their back with lots of people watching them, even internal examinations, and think, oh, why is this woman not being able to give birth? Why is she not progressing? It's obvious why she's not progressing, because her whole body's like, oh my God. There's like 5 people watching me, 3 of them have stuck their fingers in me, and the lights are on and everyone's just stood around with clipboards looking at the clock. Of course that woman's not going to progress and dilate. Get everyone out of the room. I mean, you can obviously have one midwife in the room, but limit the people that are in the room, turn the lights down, make it a private space, and think about going for a poo. Always think about going for a poo. And actually, I didn't mention the third thing why labour's like going for a poo is that when the baby starts to come down, it feels like you're going for a poo. So there are so many analogies between birth and going for a poo. So just think about the poo. When you come to give birth, would I do a poo like this? And if the environment's not right, change it, because birth is like doing a massive poo. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit subscribe and check out the rest of my channel. If you're interested in hypnobirthing classes, then please visit www.thepositivebirthcompany.co.uk. I'll link to it below, and you can also get a free Positive Affirmations MP3 to download on the website.